The island of Sodor holds a considerable variety of supernatural occurrences. The Sudrian Anomaly Investigation Project was created with the sole purpose of finding answers to such peculiarities. Once a report of an anomaly is received, further information is accumulated through interviews, on-site examinations, and the location's general history, with the goal of finding a proper explanation. This is the first case that has been investigated by the team. The Scarloey Railway is a famous narrow-gauge line with slate mining and passenger services as its two main industries. However, there have been reports of a mysterious engine roaming around the area, most of which were from railway staff. One of the workmen, who requested to keep their name anonymous, described his experience.
We were just doing some overnight maintenance work over at the old iron bridge when it happened. We immediately knew something strange was going on when we first heard that thing coming. To our knowledge, there were no trains scheduled that night, so there was no reason for an engine to be around here at all. We turned to see what was happening, and surely enough, there was an engine crossing the bridge. But this one didn't look like any of the engines we knew. It had a similar shape as their handle, but in some sort of yellow color. The strangest part was when it reached the halfway point on the bridge. At that point, somehow, the dang thing just disappeared.
The S.A.I.P. was first notified of these happenings on October 5, 1998. Plans of a proper investigation were soon formed, and on the 15th, a small team of investigators would arrive at Scarloey with the intent to find further evidence. One investigator, Sam Fitzgerald, had this to say about the line.
I've gotta say, this little railway's real nice. Lots of great views around here. No wonder why this place is so popular with the tourists. If I didn't know any better, I would have had no idea there'd be any ghosts around here.
The railway was first operated by steam engines in 1865, with the arrival of its first two engines, Scarloey and Proteius. In 1878, another engine was purchased to work alongside them, though he is no longer present. When asked about this engine, Proteius responded, I remember Proteius being a rather introverted engine, who favored focusing on his own work rather than talking to us. Oftentimes he'd pull trains during the night, so he was given a special lamp for such jobs. I'll never forget that fateful morning the manager came and spoke to us about his disappearance the night prior. After that night he was never heard from again. On the night of September 18th, 1879, Proteius disappeared during a return journey to Crovan's Gate, and as mentioned by Proteius, he was never seen again. On the night of the 16th of October, fellow investigator Robert Mills set out for the Howe and Dewey Bridge between Scarloey and Proteius in order to find evidence of the spirit's presence. He brought a camera to document his findings, although the surviving footage only contains the audio. This is what was returned.
This is Rob from the S.A.I.P. I'm on my way to take a look at this supposedly haunted bridge. People have been seeing some sort of ghost around here, and I'm gonna find out what's up. According to the map, the bridge should be too far from here. So this is the place. They said the ghost usually appears here around this time of night. I think I'll make my post near that bush over there, so I can stay hidden once it shows up. Something tells me this is gonna be a long night. It's starting to get pretty cold out here, but I found this lamp in the bushes. That's cool. Looks ancient, though. Surprised no one found it yet. Wonder if it's... What the hell? Who's there? Hello? What the... I'm getting the hell out of here.
Robert was found unconscious at the campgrounds near Proteius the next morning. When he was asked to explain what had happened, he refused to answer. His camera was found soon after, and the footage was returned for proper analysis. The lamp mentioned in the footage was nowhere to be seen. Sam had this to say on the matter.
Proteius said that Proteius guy had a special lamp, right? Well, the significance of the lamp in the footage makes me think that they might be related in some way. That and the general location of where the ghost is leads me to believe that this ghost engine and Proteius are actually one and the same.
This is only one of the numerous strange happenings all over Sodor. The team aims to eventually resolve all of them. This has been the Sudrian Anomaly Investigation Project.